Good evening and welcome to the 2022 AFL Senior Male Football League right here at the it's day 2. We're about to see Spartans taking on Uprising in game 1. And in game 2 it will be Ducks United. They will be taking on the new kids on the block. The Eagles Claw. So game 1 will be Spartans taking on Uprising, and in game 2 it will be Ducks United taking on Eagles Claw. Day 2 of the AFL Male Football League right here at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. Yours truly, the voice of choice, John Millington, who will be in the honors for a bit as we look to kick things off here this beautiful Saturday evening right here in the Valley Anguilla. And so in just a while we are going to see the teams arriving from the dugout. We have seen the warm-ups and the teams have gone back into the tunnel, and any time now we will see the teams coming out of the tunnel and onto the field of play. So until the teams are ready for us, we'll be back with you live. And in fact, as we look, we are seeing members of the Spartans team. And they are both teams, both Uprising and Spartans benches. They are going to the various places. Today it's Spartans who is indeed the home team, and the away team is Uprising. Uprising taking on Spartans in the first of 2 games here this evening. At prime time, Ducks United will come up against the new kids on the block, the Eagles Claw. So we are awaiting the arrival of the players from the tunnel. We have seen the benches so far, the coaches and benches, and have taken their places. And so we await the arrival of the match officials and the teams. We here in the commentary area. We are awaiting the team sheet line up for you. Seeing the coaches for Spartans taking pictures. And they're sporting a new look uniform today. This is Spartans, being sponsored by Leviticus. And they're sporting a nice, bright purple color uniform. And we are awaiting the arrival of the team. With me is going to be the none other than the man Tony. He is going to be live. So here are the teams. Here are the teams. The man in the middle is the man Hilton, and he will be ably assisted by Monique and Tashim. So the man in the middle today is Hilton, and AR1 and 2, that's Monique and Tashim. Tony, welcome, good evening. New look Spartans uniform, new look Uprising uniform, looking Spartans sporting purple and white with Uprising in their green and black. Good looking teams.
Yeah, good afternoon, Millie, and good to be back again here with you. We started last evening, and we've got 2 good matches for you here today as well. As you said, the Spartans, they have a brand new change strip, so to speak. They're in purple, somewhat of a different color to football, really, but we'll see. And then we have the Uprising team. They are in what I would call my old team uniform, together heads way back in the 90s. That was my color, my kit, green and black. And so we should be in for a good game here this afternoon, Millie.
Yes, most certainly. With Spartans being hungry to prove themselves in this year's tournament. We have heard a lot about Uprising looking to boost their team and come bigger and stronger. We've seen the goalkeeper has been transferred. There was a transfer for the goalkeeper for Spartans. He is actually playing for the Uprising team today. So he's coming up against his old team today. And that's Darian, and the goalkeeper there for Uprising. He played, remember, in the last season, he played for Spartans. He's been transferred. And for the first time, Tony, we are going to be trying this and see how effective it works. Yeah. It is what happens on the professional scene, where commentaries is done directly from the monitor. And so we are going to attempt in doing that today.
Yeah, certainly. And when we would have hosted the St. Kitts Nevis team here about maybe just a month ago or so, maybe less than a month ago, we had one of the technical personnel from St. Kitts Nevis were looking at the commentary. They did commend and the commentary that we were putting forth, but I think they would have shared some further information with our technical persons who broadcast the game with regards to some of the equipment that we're using, and so we're seeing some definitely different changes here, which is going to help us a lot better, because sometimes our vantage point is skewed from time to time with people passing across, and depending on the position of the field. So this is going to be something that is going to assist us with our commentary as well. And so as we move further forward, we want to say kudos to all the players that are at the moment and play.
Indeed. So it's going to be Uprising, game number 1, and this beautiful Saturday evening out here in the Valley Anguilla. To get us started, the man in the middle is Hilton, ensuring that the goalkeepers and his ARs are all ready. Signals now to the official bench, his fourth official, and checks his watch and blows. Whistle goes. So it's Uprising with the ball. They're going to reset from the back. Samana Sean Hodge. Looking to come down the left flank of play. Uprising. Ball knocked out of touch there, knocked into touch by man Thomas. Show taken by Che. Another throw. Ball goes into touch. And very close to corner flag. Another throw to Uprising again. Third in space of seconds. Just into the 30 plus second of this game. First minute of play. Throw taken. Matthew with the ball. Matthew looks up. It's Uprising with the ball. Looking for Orlean Rhodes here. Looking to break down the attack of Spartans very early. Ball in the air. And cleared temporarily. Ball goes into touch.
And certainly
zone.
yes. And here is Uprising trying to mount an attack, but ball cut out and shot going to goal. Goalkeeper picking up, and in the meantime tosses it out. Then there's an infringement right in the defensive third of the Uprising. The Spartans, they have to defend a free kick to be taken by number 13 Trey, and trying to at least kind of catch the keeper out of his goal there, but that one sailing way over to the bar. As I say, welcome back to the man Millington as we continue our commentary here.
Goal kick. It's with Rogers. Looking to come down the line. Dispossessed there. Here comes Uprising. Dispossessed again. It's Thomas with the ball for Spartans. The Spartans get around chair. Ball, a long touching ball. He won't find any help there. Attack broken down. It's Uprising again. Matthew with the ball. Oh, The whistle is going to go. And Hilton is going to have a conversation with Matty there. We are waiting, still awaiting team sheet, and we thought really, Tony, that we would have had by now the team sheet. Yes. We are into the 4th minute of play.
Yes.
And still awaiting the team sheets. Free kick taken by Rogers. Oh, that's a handball. Not seen, not spotted. Well, we are seeing some senior legs for Spartans there. As the ball is into the air, a shot and goal! It's a goal! In the 5th minute of play, Spartans has broken the deadlock. Out of nowhere, Spartans, and it appeared to be that man Rouse from the right flank, taking the ball and rocked it into his former teammate goal, and that's goal number 1. Spartans has broken the deadlock.
Certainly good built-up there, play there from Spartans, Millington. They have looked a little bit, much improved, I should say, playing their first match in this year's tournament. They're looking quite settled so far. We've seen some introductions of some youngsters, some young players, certainly catching the Uprising team way off guard and a goal into the back of the net. And the Uprising will certainly need to be doing something much better as they continue here this afternoon.
Yes, well, it's youth with experience, as we see Uprising. And looking to come back here, Matthew. Finding Shea. It's a long searching ball. It's going to go into touch. It's going to be a throw.
Trying to, as we wait the team sheet, Millington, not seeing Jarvis on the field at all.
Jarvis is in the stands right in front of us here.
Yes, certainly.
Probably injured. Because he is sporting the Uprising uniform. That seemed to be kind of an injury.
But the Uprising, they're looking very, very disorganized, Millington, and certainly they would need to get some direction out there as quickly as possible. Certainly, Coach Guy Quad, St. Hilaire, is not pleased with what's been displayed so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, Spartans has put in the work. Here is a free kick, way off target from Rogers. Looking to catch the goalkeeper, lock in there. But Spartans has put in some serious work, both with their youth team and their senior team. They really they have been putting in the work, and no wonder this evening, coming out here, they look the better team. I really haven't seen Uprising training as a team for a while. They had a warm-up game a couple of weeks ago, and really much was left to be desired. So like about half of the team showing up to play a game.
I'm certainly sure that the goalkeeper who has made a transfer might be kicking himself now.
Well, it is all well and good when you're a player, somewhere in the midfield, but when you are the goalkeeper and you make the transfer and you concede first and this early, yes, Tony,
yes.
You know, a lot of times players sees you different. That you have sold out. Not to be though, but it was a well-placed ball by the man Rouse, who found at the far corner. Here is an attack, and the man Kivoy Lake winning the foot race there, hitting into touch. It's going to be a throw-in. So quickly taken. Yeah, it's going to be Goal kick, yes. So goal kick, ball coming off there.
Certainly not good football by Rennie there at all. That ball should have been coming inside.
Yes, Rennie was looking for the corner.
Yes.
He was looking for the corner, but what is done there? Smartly done by Spartans. Here's Spartans looking to mount an attack again. Ball back in defense with Kivoy Lake. Hits it wide. It's the man Rose. Loses out. Number 14. Tussle for the ball. Matthew has it. Long ball forward. It is the keeper as we call. It is going to be the goal. That's poor defensive work. That's a defensive error. That is a defensive error. Kivoy Lake guilty there. Kivoy Lake, the guilty party. He should have hit that ball out. The goalkeeper, he was very much closer to the ball. The goalkeeper was sitting on his line. And in the 10th minute of play, it's back on even terms.
Well, certainly a gift there by the Spartans. They drew first blood, but couldn't hold on and easily giving one away there. Total chaos and mix up there by the two central defenders along with the goalkeeper as well. The ball didn't have enough pace to get to the goalkeeper.
No,
and they certainly should have done much better with that.
Kivoy Lake certainly should have cleared that one because the goalkeeper was sitting deep on his line. He was on his line, and it was nowhere that goalkeeper would have been able to get there before that number 2 for Uprising. We're yet to get the team sheet to get your names for you. That certainly looks like a new player.
Yes. But we must say, though, good work there from the
Is
Uprising.
that Ariel Fleming?
Yeah, Yariel.
Yariel?
Yes.
It looks like Fleming.
Yeah, Yariel, yes.
Fleming has put on some size.
Yes,
he has the transfer
from the Kicks United.
Kicks United.
Yes.
That's Yariel Fleming.
Yes. As I was saying, Millington, it was very good work there. Is that the man who would have scored the goal?
That's Fleming who scored the goal.
Okay, so he really did follow up, was certainly alert as to what was going on, and was able to pull one back for his team, equalize.
Yes, show taken. Matthew, long ball forward, looking for Fu into the area, Fu! Blocked by Kivoy. It is cleared momentarily there by Rogers. Shot coming in. Block. Shot. Wide. Fu had that one.
Oh, no.
On that occasion, Fu should have buried that one. Look to just place it in the right upper corner and hitting it wide.
That should have been goal number 2 for Uprising. Easy pickings there from Fu.
Well. Fu putting that one wide. Should have been goal number 2. Matthew. Long searching ball. This is a good ball. Uprising. Shot and goal! On the brink of the 12th minute of play, Uprising are 2 goals to 1.
Well, that is certainly, we are all into the season, but so far that one has to go down so far as the goal of the tournament, as I can see my fellow commentator, Coach Doc, walking across the stadium pitch here to say what has gone wrong. But that was a brilliant shot from the man. Is that Denny Derrick over there? Really latching onto that one and rasping it into the back of the net for goal number 2.
Well. On the edge of the 18-yard area and really rocketing a shot into the left upper corner, the right of the goalkeeper, and had no chance. He had no chance. Cross coming in. Cross is going to go out over the goal line. Goal kick.
So certainly the Uprising as a working here, Millie, and they've put some pressure on the Spartans. They aren't looking as settled as they were early on in the first start of this game.
Well, Kivoy Lake, guilty of miscommunication, causing the first goal. But that second one was absolutely a stunner. It was an absolute stunner.
Yes, brilliant goal, well taken free kick as well. Goal, well taken shot and goal, sorry. And kicking it off the volley on the run, straight into the back of the net. Keeper had no chance.
There is a disagreement there with that call, Tony. I'm not sure if you saw what happened, but the coach for Uprising, Coach Goikwad, was really up in arms with that one, because what the AR didn't notice was that the ball was actually kicked by a defender.
Oh.
The ball was kicked by one of Spartans' player, and the man Denny was in an offside position, but he should not have been flagged offside because it was one of the defender that kicked the ball.
Well, I guess we would probably have to check the rule book, which might actually say, well, he was actually
the laws of the game state. The laws of the game state that if the ball, as we watch this play, we are watching this play here. Oh, Black by Lake. It's a man Denny who's coming in, but he will not get the one. The law clearly states that if the ball is passed by the opposing player, it cannot be offside. If it is passed, if there is a deflection, it is different. But once it's a direct pass, and you pass the ball into the path of the player, it cannot be, and it should not be called an offside.
Well, the man in the middle, the men out there, that is Tashim Fleming and Mr. Hilton, they saw our discourse totally differently and would have given that an offside. So in the meantime, it's an infringement on the Uprising, dangerously close to the 18 yards box. This could be
I think what happened in that on that occasion is that the player wasn't spotted. Here is a free kick that is not effective at all. Long, hard ball. An offside flag goes up. Rouse. Guilty party. And he's going to be warned there. Yes. Hilton said, no, none of that at all. Can't kick away the ball.
He's very lucky he didn't get a card for that one. And not good sportsmanship at all. You're offside. You left the ball. You just get back to your position. And
some sporting conduct there. That's not good at all. Ashan Hodge with the ball. Matthew.
Notice that the Uprising, they're trying to play from the back as much as possible.
What Spartans has going for them, it's both youth and speed. They have youth on their side. Not that Uprising is much of a very older team, but we know that that Spartan teams is more the school team, and we have very good athletes on this team, and they are being strengthened. The like of Lake, Rogers, and the likes, ensuring that they have experience with youth. Ashan looks for, finds Trey. Oh, going to play a cheeky pass. Thomas looking to get around Ashan Hodge. Thomas gets around Hodge, but he can't get around Trey, who knocks it into touch.
Good recovery walk there from Trey.
Yes, he noticed what his intention was, and so he got back and covered well.
Good move there by the youngster there in Thomas as well, but well read there by the veteran Trey.
Trey. Thomas wins the ball. Ball in. On the ground. Oh, clean. And then it dispossessed. Rouse. Shot. Goalkeeper knocks it out. And it's going to be a throw in.
A little bit careless there on the part of the goalkeeper there for the Uprising. Should have at least try and play that ball with some urgency, almost losing it in the end. So things are just about quiet down Millington. After all the portion, we've seen 3 goals so far. And I guess things are just about evening out, so to speak, for both teams as well.
Indeed. Here is a good ball. Oh. Che? Can't control it.
We must say we saw that a lot from the 2 teams last night as well. They did play some good football. I was not able to see the second half, but from all accounts and from our statistician and our personnel, that both teams would have tried to play constructive football as much as possible for last evening opening game.
It was a good start for, we see attackers with a new look attackers, very much young legs. Diamonds FC, they scored first. And attackers equalizing. Diamonds FC scoring from the penalty spot. Thomas, long searching ball. It's high in the air. Taken down. It's Danny now, who is making a run for this one. Can't get the ball to Yariel Fleming. It's Rouse. Hodge. Referee calls for the ball and
like you said yesterday.
Now we noticed that problem yesterday as well.
Like we saw yesterday as well.
Number of balls had to be changed because of air. Balls soft. That one goes off the field and action there. They put in that one. Drop ball to restart the play. Ready. Uprising, Yariel. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, Yariel is not as sharp with all that weight, so to speak. He's usually a little bit more nippier than that, but not as sharp as we are accustomed. But they have got the corner out of that clearance there from the Uprising, and I'm certainly sure they will want to make good use of this corner kick as well.
Indeed. We are seeing 6 green shirts. 6 green shirts. 9 purple shirts in the air. Ball cleared by Rogers. Out for another corner. Rogers. Stucky.
Yeah, you have to be very careful because if you notice, Millie is that the goalkeeper. He's very small in stature,
very
diminutive.
figure. Yes.
And
The Spartan, in fact, the Spartan team is not a very tall one at all.
Yes.
And the defense. And that one, straight to the keeper who couldn't hold on. But fortunate for him was Rogers was right on his doorstep to clear it.
Yes.
It wasn't a green shot, it was Rogers.
Yes, certainly.
So it's one thing that Spartans will have to probably look at to scout some taller defenders to aid the goalkeeper where he's lacking in height. Rogers looks for, he gives it away. Rennie! Oh! Blocked by the keeper, cleared by Lake. A young keeper, Rose, and a foul is called. Rose wins the free kick.
Well, I've noticed that I don't know, maybe tired legs for the Uprising, but they are not they are not following up as they would have liked. That ball rebound at some distance from the keeper there, and only to find the boot of a defender there for the Spartans team. But living dangerously there was the Spartans, and was able to clear and avoid the danger.
Well, we are in the 26th minute of play. Here is trouble here! And cleared.
Well,
Referee says, get up and play. Play football. That was clearly a dive.
Well, the goalkeeper came and got some portion of the ball.
It's going to be a throw now.
He could have easily missed that one, and the player would have been through for certain. So you live to fight on and to maintain their 2-goal cushion. Their 1-goal cushion, sorry.
2 goals to 1. 2 goals to 1. It was Spartans. And Rose made it 1-0 in the 5th minute of play. The equalizer came from the boot of Ariel Fleming, and the go-ahead goal came from the boot of Denny. Here is ball that is going to be cleared there by Lake, but only to Rennie. Ball coming off the referee. And the call now has been changed. It's changed.
Yeah.
And so good afternoon and thank you. Here's our sheets, and so we are going to give you the starting lineup. Uprising. Number 29 is Nathaniel Alexander. Number 17, Matthew Brown. Number 30 in goal is Darian Carty. Number 6 is Derek Denny, goal scorer. Scored on the brink of the 12th minute of play. Fiduk Stefan Fiduk is number 4. Number 3 in defense is Ashawn Hodge. Kamani Hodge, number 25. Number 2 is Ariel Fleming, a goal scorer, and flagged for offside. The referee doesn't see that and allow play. Well, he sees it now and calls the play back. Yariel Fleury, number 2. Joseph Nathaniel Gums, number 15. Number 13 is Trey Gums. And number 10 is Rennie Thomas. That's the starters for Uprising.
And the Spartans FC, we see Tyreek Brooks, number 3. Number 6, Thomas George. Number 9, Kalik Julius. Number 2, Kivoy Lake. Number 13.
That is going to be a card. That is going to be a card, I believe. That was, that wasn't a good play at all. The referee goes to his pocket. The referee goes to his pocket and calls the player over. It's the number 25. Is it number 25 there?
Yes, number 25.
Or 29.
Look like 29.
Yes, it's the number 29 in the person of... and I'll be having those problems so early in the season.
Well, he's been given a yellow card, so he certainly has to be a lot more careful and circumspect.
Yes, that is Nathaniel. Alexander guilty there. Alexander Nathaniel guilty in the 29th minute of play. Here is a ball coming in there. Oh, that could have been dangerous. That could have been dangerous. And a corner.
Well, it appears as if the Uprising all fell asleep there from that wonderful free kick there from the player there for Spartans.
It's going up. Another corner.
And it was the veteran there in the person of Miguel running around the back and just miscontrolling it. Had he controlled it, it could have spelled danger there for the Uprising. They certainly would need to be defending a lot better than they are doing at the moment, but they're under some pressure right now, and it's going to be Thomas George with the free kick from our media end, Minnie.
George swings it in. That's behind. That's not going to go in at all. That's weird. That's a...
it's not a good corner kick at all. Kalik Julius, number 9, as we continue with the starting lineup for the Spartans FC. Kivoy Lake, Tigwell Louisi, number 13. Number 17, Jaheim Lynch, number 10. Javon Richards, number 15. Amani Richardson, number 7. Alric Rogers, number 14. Devontae Rose, the goal scorer. And number 12, Miguel Walker.
All this is Denny again with the ball. Denny. Ball put into touch. Well, no, it has not gone. It's Rose. Can't get around Fu. Miguel. Long searching ball. One there. It's Richards. Still Richards. Thomas. Oh, looking to chip it over forward to run onto it, but wasn't able to. It was a too heavy a touch, and it reached into the hand of Darian, who said, "Thank you." Fu. Denny. Ball across. Can't find Nathaniel. It's Ashan Hodge in defense. Picks it up. Looking to reset. Matthew. Long ball, but gives it away to Rouse. Rouse. Plays it through. Tussle for the ball. And how in the earth, why in the earth did he not go down there? Well. He goes to ground now. And I am not sure how smart that was at all, because referee say play on.
That should be an infringement there. You can't say play on because the ball is all the way back in the defensive third and the player has the ball. Certainly that should have been an infringement there
On both occasion,
Yes.
Spartans defending stoutly.
You can see both teams, their passes are not as crisp, and they're not as fluid as they would like them to be, possibly tired legs.
Well, it's all in the season.
Yes.
All in the season. And it doesn't matter how hard you train, Tony. One thing I recognize that training cannot get you prepared. It is good to train. You get fit. A shot coming in there, but wide over the top. Not a bad shot there coming in there by Nathaniel.
Good effort from Nat. Yeah, good effort.
Oftentimes, or team you will train, but unless you have friendlies, or competitive friendlies, it really doesn't prepare you for the season. So no wonder we see the better football is playing later down in the season. As team gets comfortable with the pace of the ball and the surface that is being played here. Here is Rennie. Rennie, ball going in. Keeper takes it cleanly, nicely. Nicely done here by the young man.
Yes, nice collect there from the goalkeeper.
That's free kick.
No, that could have been play on.
It definitely could have been wave advantage. Hilton
Could have been an advantage play because they didn't lose any
yardage.
yardage.
Momentum at all.
Yes.
He had the ball. Che. Matthew. Ball forward. Richards. Clares. Thomas. Looking for. Matthew getting a boot to that one to Carty. Carty to Alexander. Ball is with the keeper. Sends it wide to the left flank for Hodge. That's Sean Hodge. While going into touch, it's going to be a throw-in to Uprising. 2 goals to 1. If you're just joining us, we welcome you to the 2022 AFL Male Senior League, right here in the Valley Anguilla. It's Spartans taking on Uprising in the first game this afternoon, and at prime time, it is Ducks United. They will be coming up against the new kids on the block. It's the Eagles' Claw. And that game should be an interesting one, Tony.
Certainly. Some players changing between those two teams as well. Here is Rose.
Rose. Oh. Shot! Big shot by Miguel. And it goes wide.
Yes, the Spartans, they're trying to at least pull a goal to be on equal terms before the halftime whistle. We are still just in the 38th minute of play. Goals coming very early on in this encounter here. And both teams, they're not really threatening on either side, but more or less playing mostly in the middle of the park, so to speak. Here is Rogers.
Thomas, Miguel. Looking for, can't find Thomas. 3, wins the ball. Matthew controls. Looking for, won't find Yariel. A tussle there for the ball. Yariel. Finds Nathaniel. Nathaniel goes home. Reset. Sean. Oh! Thomas is in! Oh! Oh, he had acres of space. There was an incoming player there, and he could have passed it rather than going for the shot, Tony. He had an opportunity crossing that ball rather than going for the shot. The goalkeeper had his near post covered. He went to the near post, and in the end, going wide of the post.
Yes, and dangerously playing from the back again. The Uprising nearly giving a goal back to the Spartans. A little bit selfish on the part there of Thomas. He did all the hard work, and all he had to do was just square to the middle of the park where the onrushing striker was right in the center of goal and could have had an easy shot, but elect to shoot.
Fu Yariel. Ball clear. Rose. Headers. Won by Thomas. Carty. Defending stoutly. Richards. Ball knocked way forward. Well, this could be dangerous. Thomas. Again. Oh! Taking it down right outside the 18-yard box. And that is going to be a free kick.
Again, Thomas could have just chipped it in the middle, in the center of the field again.
He touched too long. He had to just cross the ball into the middle. And had he done that,
yes,
they may have been on even terms.
But not clearing the lines at all are the Limers. They are leading, of course, by 2-1. And if they don't do something seriously here, they can certainly lose that lead with the way they are trying to clear their lines here, Millington.
Indeed. Free kick. Thomas chips that one. Oh, way over the top. Again,
is he going to goal from there when there are players in just on the 6-yard backs?
Well, you have to, as I say in sports, in a team sport, I got trouble in saying this, Tony. But I'll say again, nonetheless. In a team sport, you can only be two things. You can be selfless or selfish.
Yeah. Here the Limers again. They might serve themselves better trying to clear that ball across the half line because they're not getting it out as they would like.
Tussle for the ball. Denny picks it up. Matthew. Forward. A tussle for the ball here. Fu versus Lake. Fu wins it. Fu holds it up. Fu looking for an outlet. Finds it back in Matthew. Matthew to Nathaniel.
Yes, I'm certainly sure both teams are just saying, well, we'll just play till the 45 minutes.
Well, this is a time, Tony, that a lot of teams tend to concede.
Yes.
Tend to concede just about halftime when you think that, you know what, let us just pack up shop and go in at halftime with all one goal lead. And then all of a sudden you realize that you're on even terms. I know you're seeing players from the Eagles claw in the house. Here is
that
Scotty.
player with the ball at the moment, number 25. Did he play with Diamonds before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Didn't. Here is Fu. Fu drops it wide for Trey. Nathaniel back to Trey. Dispossessed momentarily. Trey gets it back. Trey. Ball is with Nathaniel. Looking for Yariel. Rennie sets it up. Sets it wide.
The referee,
Well,
Hilton, is displeased with the captain there in Rennie. He might have said something, and he's being warned.
Hilton,
Keep his mouth shut.
no nonsense to referee. And he's ensuring that Rennie gets his message loud and clear.
No nonsense at all. I remember playing in a match and just asking him a question to explain something. He said, shut up, or else give you a card.
Yes. The man.
But so far, so good. You know, he's been doing a pretty good job so far. And play has been running smoothly. As we into the 44th minute of play.
Thomas. Mamani sends it forward. Ball is going back to the keeper. This could be trouble! Oh! That could have been trouble. That could have been trouble there. Well.
Is that, wasn't he upended? Number 9 that's, number 9 here. Cali Julius.
Scalik Julius getting in there and could have so easily been 2 goals or 2.
But it almost looked like he was kind of upended from the back.
No, you see that he kicked the ground rather than the ball.
Oh, wow.
And that's why it's not a corner. He kicked the ground.
So they kicked the ground and then the ball afterwards.
Yes.
Oh, that's a chance there, Millie. That's a chance.
Chance, indeed.
Yes.
It was a chance going a begging. And Spartans, the players seem to be cramping up right in front of us here.
But the Uprising, they're very careless playing from the back. We have seen, especially the ball being played to Hodge. He's not dealing with it as well as he need to, and it's causing them a bit of a bother. They could have easily conceded from the way the ball is being played from the back. They would certainly need to talk about that during halftime and definitely make some necessary adjustment, because
Indeed.
a 2-goal to 1 cushion, it's, they can easily be back on equal terms. Spartans, had they taken the chances that was given to them.
Indeed. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes has been shown. That's what we are going to see. 2 minutes extra time. So the referee saying, that's all I'm going to add. 2 minutes. Full turns. Ball into touch.
Just dribbling a little bit too much with it there.
Yes.
No reason, absolutely, but was able to get a throw in. And referee's assistant has judged that to be a foul throw. That's something that we don't really see often. But
Yes.
Players tend to commit from time to time.
True taken. And that's half time. That's the whistle that you hear, the final whistle of this half. It's 2 goals to 1. 2 goals to 1. It was Spartans who made it 1 goal to 0. And the equalizer came from the boot of the man Yariel, and then the go-ahead goal from the boot of Denny, making it 2 goals to 0. Afterwards, from the man Tony, we are going to take you back to master control until the resumption of the second half.
So there you had it, 45 minutes, 47 minutes of time played It's the Uprising going a goal down, but coming back, storming back to take a 2-goal-to-1 advantage into halftime. And we will certainly look to see how they're going to approach their second half, because they have been a little bit shaky at the back. And I'm certainly sure that the Spartans, they would have other ideas, and we're looking to at least get back on equal terms, because they would want to get all 3 points as well. So we do hope that you have enjoyed this first half, and we look forward to joining you in the next portion in about 10 to 15 minutes time. Until then, back to Master Control.
Welcome back to the Raymond Eagle Technical Center. Back here, we are just about seeing the commencement of the game of the second half. It's Spartans that are trailing 2-0. 2-1. Spartans taking the early lead. But well, defending early here in this the second half. Ball knocked forward. Matthew. Is a tussle for the ball. Kalik, Julius, finds Rose. Rose holds it up, looking to get across Hodge. Not able to. Hodge gets it. As far as long ball. It's going to go straight to the keeper. Nathaniel. Long ball. The keeper's got to come, and he did well. Ball forward. Fool. Rennie. Foul. Amani. Call and Amani there. Man didn't approve of that call.
Yeah, Rennie there, the number 10, looked very fragile, so to speak.
Long ball. Keeper takes it.
It's been in the walls, but both teams had started spiritedly here. Millington in the second half. I'm certainly sure that Spartans were looking to get back on equal terms. They've started the way they started in the first half. We will see if they can withstand that intensity.
Miguel. That's Rennie. Long searching ball to Tenny. He has to contend with the defense and Rogers, as ever-present Rogers.
Rennie diving there.
Rennie. What have to remind Rennie that we are in the middle of Angola. We don't have any pond here. Not here in the valley. We don't have any pond in the valley.
Diving there, diving away. But
and with all the beautiful beaches that we have in Angola, there is none here in the valley either. Nathaniel to Matthew. Matthew looks for, and Denny. The offside trap has been set, and he was caught like a big fish in that offside trap.
I spoke to the player in Jarvis. He says he's carrying a little niggle, and he says he should be back for the next match.
Yes, I did myself, Tony. But we are doing a good job. Yes, I had a conversation with him myself. And we see a co-commentator down there, and the Minute Man, and he's the manager of the Eagles Club.
Yes, he is. He's got big thing in store for the Ducks, he says, this evening.
Richards on the far side. Not a good ball there. He knocks it into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in to Uprising. Ducks United will take on Eagles Claw, the new kids on the block. Well, we remember last season, it's a long wayward shot there from Matthew Brown. Remember Ducks United last season was asked to welcome the Western Predators into the male senior league. And remember what took place, what transpired. And so they have been asked again to welcome the Eagles Claw into the male senior league. I'm not sure they will be able to repeat that feat at all. Brooks, Richards, Rennie. Brooks wins it and gives it away to Nathaniel Alexander. Julius. Ball knocked forward by Hodge. Picked up by Yariel Fleming. Rennie. Ball taking a deflection. Yariel with a shot! And not taken first time by the keeper, but no damage done.
Yes, good shot there from Yarrow, but the keeper right behind of it.
Equal to the task.
Yes.
We are going to see a substitution, and it looks like the man Jackson, who has come over from the enforcers, non-existent enforcers, and that's a shot coming in there, blocked by his own player. Ball in the air, again nodded out there by Rogers. Miguel. Thomas. Miguel. Holds it up. Looks for Miguel. Outlet and Richards. Too much a long ball there in front of him. He played the ball very long in front of him and wasn't able to run onto it. Rogers gives it away to Fu. Fu looks across and sees that Dennis running down the right flank. He has the man Brooks to contend with. Brooks wins it. Spartans win the throw.
Yes, Denny running onto that one. We saw what happened when he did. But Spartans are equal to the task, and we're going to see the man himself, Jackson, coming over from the enforcers and joining the Spartans. We'll see what he'll bring to the table for the Spartans. A little bit of veteran leadership there, and he's been pushed forward. Millington.
Yes,
well,
in the midfield.
More in the midfield, defensive, it seems like.
Defensive mid. Che on the left flank. Che looking to get around Thomas. Can't. Thomas looking to run away from Che. Pulls it back. Holds it up. Gives it to Richards. Richards looking for Thomas. Thomas is not going to get onto that one. It's Hodge who puts it into touch. Throw in. Throw into Uprising in the 53rd minute of play. It's 2-1. 2-1. Yariel Fleming for Uprising. Looks up. Look for help. The man ran. Looks in. Let's run. It's Matthew looking to send Nathaniel there running. So Nathaniel comes. It's a long ball, long searching ball. This could be dangerous. Oh, outside the box. Yes, dangerous. He's going to be carded. He is going to be carded. Outside the box.
Where is the
That was in the arc.
Where's the referee going, though?
He's going to consult with his AR because that was outside the box. And that can spell trouble for
I'm not sure where
Uprising.
I'm not.
He was very far from the play.
But he did blow the whistle. Did he blow the whistle because the linesman put his flag up?
Yes, he put his flag up. He had to flag it because he took the ball outside the box.
Yes, but it was.
So we are seeing him now. He's walking
over
to the goalkeeper.
It was certainly clear.
He pulls his cards out and shows the yellow.
I'm not.
Should have been a red.
What is going? trying to really see what's. Well, he did give him the yellow card, and plainly and clearly, he could have seen where the ball was collected outside of the area. Not too sure why the keeper would have done that. He must have been aware where his lines are and actually collected as if, well, it's mines. As we so the making sure that the players have the required yardage, and this could spell some danger here for the Uprising. There's a keeper standing up behind the wall. There's a man on the far post to his left, and there are 3 players over the ball.
And it goes wide. Oh.
Well, Uprising live to fight another
but
day.
I will have to go back to the rules because I'm sure that was supposed to be a penalty.
It possibly would have been a send off. I'll have to check the rules again, just to make sure that we are on par.
Well,
But they would not have been a penalty for sure, but certainly a card would have been had that he so rightly gave, and the Uprising goalkeeper lives on into the 57th minute of play. Still 2-1 in favor of the Uprising. Uprising, if you have just joined us, the Uprising, they're in the green and black, and the Spartans in the change strip somewhat, with the pink, the purple and the white.
you see, that is right on the edge of the penalty box. And because it's right on the line of the penalty box, Tony, I am almost 100% sure that should have been a penalty.
It would definitely have to be an indirect free kick.
Well. There's going to be another substitution here.
He says when the goalkeeper handles the ball outside of the penalty area, he retains the ability to touch the ball with his hands outside of the area. Rules against handling the ball apply to goalie just as they do on the field. Handling the ball outside of the goal box gave your opponents a direct free kick.
But I'll give you something, Tony. He was the last defender. Right?
Well,
so what he did was that he denied an obvious goal scoring opportunity, red card.
Well, he
denied an obvious goal scoring opportunity, red card. He was on the line. He was right on the line, and that should have been a penalty because he's on the penalty line.
Well,
that's his box. That's the box. So it should have been a penalty. It should have been a red card.
Well, according to the rules that's been posted here, it says when the goalkeeper handles the ball inside the penalty area, he retains the ability to touch the ball with his hands. Once outside the area, rules against handling the ball applies to the goalie just as they do to the field player. Handling the ball outside of the goal box gives your opponent a direct free kick. So
where was he?
No, he did handle it outside the box, but the rules is saying that the direct free kick is to be had. That was given by the official there in the Man Hilton, but he did rightly give the goalkeeper a yellow card, which was warranted.
It should have been a red. He prevented an obvious goal scoring opportunity. He was the last defender. He was the last defender. Here is an opportunity. Good goalkeeping there. Good goalkeeping there by the youngster. And so it could have very well been 2-2. Goalkeeper, because what would have happened there? What would have happened there is that it would have been Tony, 10 players versus 11. It would have been the call of a weaker goalkeeper. So, with all things equal, would the game change because of that decision? We hope not.
Well, again, as we see, play continues, coming away with it. There's the Spartans. This time, he certainly will make no mistake. And then again, it says when a goalkeeper handles the ball outside of the box, a free kick will be awarded to the opposing team. The goalkeeper may receive a yellow card or a red card for the offense, depending on whether he handled the ball, whether the handball was a deliberate attempt to stop an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Exactly. It was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, so he should have received a red card.
I would beg to differ.
The rules cannot be altered, Tony. We can go to the laws of the game.
So in as we resume our coverage, ball's been played to Trey on the far side. So as I was saying, in that instance, it was not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity because he had control of it. It's not like he ran outside of the box area and realized that the ball was going to pass him, and he touched it out of the box.
Tony, no. He was the last defender.
No, but he had control. No, but he
had that. Tony, he was the last defender.
That would not be classified as the last defender attempting
to stop a goal. He was the last defender.
No.
The goalkeeper is a player. He became the last defender once your fullback has been passed. He was the last defender. He prevented an obvious goal scoring opportunity because had the player gone around him and he didn't touch the ball with the hand, who was there? Who was there, Tony?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the player was not getting around him because he was collecting the ball with the obvious position that he had control of the ball coming to him. So it would not be termed as an infringement stopping a goal opportunity. And that's the reason why he was not given the red card because he did not.
It's an opportunity straight into the arms of the keeper who did well.
So, 64th minute of play. And Rouse is a very aggressive player, needs to watch what he's doing. But the Spartans, they are trying to really get back on equal terms here. They're down by a goal, and Drew Frostblood, Oli Millington. I've not gotten back on the score sheet as yet, and the Uprising for certain sure they would want to maintain this one goal cushion and make sure that they are able to hold on for these 3 points. Not playing as well as we accustomed them to. Might be short of work for some of the players as well. Players like Rene and Yariel, so to speak, but they have held their own basically. Here is the ball being chipped over into the box. They are cleared away there by the Spartans, but Matthew, number 17, coming away with it, loses it to the number 6 player there. And a little bit of ping pong ball here. Here's a fool. He turns, looks and goes further forward, finds Trey, who's just taking his time, and finds Yariel, number 2. Tries to beat the one, tries to turn, Comes all the way back over here to Ramos, the number 29 player. Trying to find Fu tossing in the middle of the field. And nice ball there by Fu to Denny Derrick, the goal scorer of the second goal.
It's Miguel. Making a run, Miguel. Looking to can't find Rose. Brooks has work to do here because Denny gets a crossing, but only to Kivoy Lake. Picks it up. Again, Lake. Late in crossing. Denny picks it up. It's Yariel with a shot! Could have easily been 3 goals to 1. Yariel with the shot. Missing the upright. The keeper had it covered all the way. But that's, again, poor defensive work there by Lake.
Well, some good build-up there for play from the Uprising. Almost hitting the back of the net. But ball going wide. See, headed over. It's with Rennie and the ball being cleared there by the number 2 player. Oh, wow.
So the man Lake really looks rusty. Not to the fluent, efficient defender we have known him to be. A bit of indecision going into his game. Nathaniel. Ball block. Miguel. Ball goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in. Nathaniel quickly take it. Denny. Long ball. So Matthew. Nathaniel. Fu. Thomas is going to cut it out. Thomas making the run. Still Thomas, gives it away. Hodge, that's a Sean Hodge. Picks it up. 3. Long searching ball to Yariel. We intercepted. Jackson making a run. Still Jackson. Lose it now. Fu. Miguel. Rose. Pushes in. Nathaniel. Alexander. Knocks it into touch. Throwing. Spartans.
Jackson almost playing himself into trouble there.
And there again.
And again, I would want to
Rose
think that
has to calm himself down. He's going to be carded. He's going to be carded. He was spoken to by the referee just prior, and he has been carded.
He needs to take it easy because I've seen it for the course of last season as well. You must realize that this football is a contact sport, and you'll get little nicks and bumps and bruises every now and again, but always seems to want to be in a challenge and challenging wherever possible, and it's certainly not good for the youngster at all.
There's going to be a substitution. It's a throw-in, a substitution. Number 18 for Uprising. Looking to enter this game. That is the man Charlan Connor. And he's going to be entering the game for, we wait to see, Miguel.
Well, Miguel has put in a pretty good shift, but for his age, and
There's another substitution. That's what is so uprising. It's the man Brown, Matthew Brown, who is going to give way. And he's giving way to his number 28.
It's an infringement there on the part of the Spartans player. And that looks like Jackson. And it's going to be a free kick to be taken just on the outside the edge of the 18 yards box there.
Thomas, first touch of the ball. It's Richard Thomas, the substitute. Denny. Ball forward to Rennie. Rennie looking and to get past Lake. It's a foul. Going against Lake. Thomas. Long searching ball. Foul going against Ariel Fleming. Long searching ball. And it's going to be a throw-in to Spartans FC. 2 goals to 1. 2 goals to 1. All three goals coming within the first 20 minutes of play. And to date, we have not yet seen any more goals.
It might be better so to give Rose a substitute because he certainly will be. He looks like though he's running himself into some trouble. If he wants to continue play, to continue this game, he will certainly need to cool off a bit, and there is no need for him to be really so frustrated. He had given his team a first half lead, and I guess a little bit frustrated that he's still trailing some 2 goals to 1 after some time.
Well, he has to understand that he's playing a contact sport. Long searching ball. Yariel is in an offside position. And luckily for him, the ball didn't come through.
But again,
he was definitely in an offside position.
You see the Spartans there very carelessly clearing that ball into touch for a throw in there. In their defensive third, they are trailing and time is certainly not on their side when it comes to the clock. They're into the 74th minute of play, still 2 goals to 1 in favor of the Uprising. And they certainly sure will be looking to knocking it around, and not this time. And an errant pass there to Thomas coming on there, not being able to collect that one from the central defender there. And it's going to be a throw-in to the Spartans as they look to mount an attack.
Thomas. Rose. Brooks. Off Denny. Throw. Spartans. True taken. Richard Thomas. Putting this one into touch. It's going to be a throw-in again. It's in front of us here.
And
2 goals to 1 at prime time. Yes, prime time. It's going to be the new kids on the block.
And if if you notice, because Rose has been in the wars and, been here and there, he has lost a little bit of pep in his game as well.
Yes,
he has
indeed.
lost focus as to what he needs to do.
Fu. Che. Uprising. Looking to build an attack down the left flank.
You notice that the guy has made the decision to put Ramos in the defensive midfield position that was occupied by Matthew.
Thomas. Good ball to Rose. Rose making the run. Richard Thomas.
Certainly, that's an
infringement. And it's going to be a free kick to Spartans as we see Ducks United going to their warm-up area. Ball floated in. Shot for misfiring there by Rose Thomas. Long ball across. It's going to reach Trey. Trey picks it up. Looking for Gums. Trey. On the left flank. Daniel. Fu in the middle of the field. Looking to make a run here. Fu. Rennie. Denny. Misfiring.
Well, this time, certainly misfired off target. I thought the ball should have gone a little earlier from Fu, though.
Yes,
Rennie
was
almost
looking for that.
Rennie almost ran in an offside position there, and had he been able to slot the pass a lot earlier, could have been even more dangerous.
Yes. Well, we are seeing the Eagles claw going to their warm-up area. Although the game is seemingly Tony has lost a lot of its pep that it had early in the piece.
Yeah.
Here is Rennie. Denny. Lake picks it up. Gives it to Thomas. Looking to mount an attack. Jackson. Jackson gets it back. Looking for help. Looking to send Julius running. Wasn't able to. Julius. Picks it up. Julius. Julius. Thomas. Sean clears. Uprising. Long searching ball. Harmlessly into the keeper's arm.
I must say it's good to see that the youngster in goal, though. I think he has acquitted himself very well. That only mistake being not reading his defenders not on the same page, and that first goal, I think he has kept very well.
Yes, made a
so
good
far.
account of himself, certainly, because first goal was miscommunication between his defender who made a poor decision to leave that one, and then it was a cracking shot. He had absolutely no chance.
No
chance from Denny. It went like a rocket from outside the 18-yard box, and he had absolutely no chance.
Denny certainly had that one in his bag. I'm not too sure how many more he has.
And I'll tell you this, it was even the best of goalkeeper in this league would have had difficulties taking that one out of the goal.
Certainly.
And that's an offside easily called by
Denny. Just drifting a little too far
Denny
forward.
there guilty. And Monique had no difficulties at all on that occasion. And so, Tony, we are missing the enforcers.
Yeah, well, it was good to know that they were able to at least find themselves in different teams, so to speak. The Eagles' claw. You see the likes of Marshall, who was one of the mainstay of the Ducks team. I'm certainly sure he will have other things to say this evening. And certainly going to be an interesting encounter here in prime time.
It definitely will be. Definitely will be. Ducks comes up against the Eagles' claw.
Good work there by number 17. Easy just pushing it out into touch and making sure that he's given the opportunity for his defenders to regroup.
Yariel. Still Yariel. Oh! That one was good. A good save. That was heading goalwards.
Yes.
Good hand by the goalkeeper. It was high. It was inching in under the bar.
Certainly good save there by the keeper. And players calling for handball, but the referee saying play on. Here is Jackson. And giving it away, there's Jackson. Here's the man Ramos. Trying to thread the needle to find Rennie. Here's Rose.
Rose is playing very much deeper than we saw him in the first half. Thomas. Oh! Well, Thomas was taken out there, but there are three players down. Ramos is down.
Well, the player, it was very excessive and aggressive, but he did play the ball ferociously, and at the same time playing Thomas as well. And Thomas is, gesticulating as to why are you playing like that.
But I didn't think that the referee saw that one.
No,
and
not
I'm
at
seeing
all.
a conversation now with Monique and Hilton, the ref, and I think that it may have been something of that nature.
So far, we have seen, some clean play. We do hope that the game will continue in that vein until the final whistle. We are into the 83rd minute of play. Still 2-1 in favor of the Uprising team playing in the green and black. And the Spartans really started off well, Millington, with the drawing first blood, and a really good goal as well taken by Rouse. But I've seen a brilliant goal from Derek, and miscommunication there between the back line and the goalkeeper.
So Brooks has given way. That's Brooks playing in the defense there. He has given way to his number 19, and Yariel is going to give way to his number 11. So it's Brooks giving way to his number 19. And the man Yariel Fleming giving way to his number 11 in the person of Laurent Twine. It's going to be a drop ball, Thomas. Richards, Thomas, attempting to get back Richards. Then he intercepts. Then he sends it forward, but Lake is there. Thomas, looking for an outlet. Antoine. It's a charge here and knocked into touch. Good work done there by
number 17 has there for Spartans.
Is number 17 that's for Spartans. That is Lynch.
Lynch, he has really put in a good shift. As we see another substitute. And the man Shaq, number 16, coming on. And it's just going to get maybe a 5-8 minutes of playing time. So corner kick to the Uprising, still leading 2-1 into the 86th minute of play.
Now this game is a tantalizing game. That game, Ducks versus Eagles. Shot coming in, it's a goal on the head of Hodge. Hodge scores a 2 essential defender for Uprising, makes it 3-1 in the 86th minute of play. Hodge, number 25, on his back, makes it 3-1. Wow. Uprising. That looks like sign, seal, and deliver, Tony.
Yes, that could well be the nail in the coffin of the Spartans team with very little time to go. 4 minutes unofficially, and leading 3-1. Well taken goal there from a corner kick, dangerous position as well. And that is what has happened here to the Spartans. As we can see, they are trying to make a substitute in the
That's Carlos. That's Julius. Julius is given way
to Lake.
So
is that
number 26?
Kivoy.
Tony, remember last time around we had a number of these problems with names and numbers, and all in the season, and we seen the very same.
Well, we do hope that we can get all the players that be and try to work those kinks out, because it could be very, frustrating at times.
There is Spartans broken down.
So here is
that's a handball. It's a clear handball. Man shot there, guilty.
Certainly Spartans need to be pushing it, and we see like
and the ball,
quick free kick been taken.
Attempted quick free kick, but the ball was still rolling. Yes, the ball was still rolling, so the ref had to call it back. And there is a substitution that is going to be made. Another substitution for Spartans, and it is
ringing in the changes. Well, coaches on the bench of the Spartans. Just giving everyone a little game, so to speak. They're
number 17 in the person of Lynch. He really put in.
Lynch really had a good game.
Today.
Yes, Lynch had a good game.
He's been replaced by Victory. There's a ball in the air taken by the keeper. Jackson. Oh, that's.
Well, you could say good play from Jackson there after a while, but could have easily lost it there.
Long throw, strong throw. George. It's going to win a corner. Is he? Oh, no. George. Still Thomas. Oh, Fu intercepts. Fu on the run. Fu gets a pass Richards. Fu, long searching ball, and It goes into touch because that player out there who seems to, is that Rennie? No?
Oh, that certainly would have been an offside for sure because
He was in an offside position.
Yes.
And so he recognizing that, decided I wasn't going to touch that ball at all. Che. Rashad. Good ball. Oh. Jackson. Present. Denny. Ball on the air, Che. Oh, gives it away right on the edge of the 18 yard. Keeper not able to hold it, but gets it around the post in the 91st minute of play. And we are still waiting to see how many minutes, Tony?
Yes.
No communication as yet. We are into the 91st. I haven't seen the board. Ducks United. Eagles Claw. The Eagles Claw, the new kids on the block. Ball in. And they're shouting, it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty in the 92nd minute of play.
Certainly going to, the scoreline is not going to reflect how close the game was actually. But I guess with the substitution being made by the coaches at the back end of the game, the Spartans have found themselves wanting.
And the man Rennie steps up, slots it to the right of the goalkeeper who didn't move at all, slots it into the back of the net and makes it 4-1.
I can see that Alric Rogers is talking to the coach there in Van Persie as if to say why. I'm certainly sure, I can only guess, maybe he's saying why all the substitution when the scores were still, nice and tight. No, it's, but I'm certainly sure the Spartans, they are going to be giving all 3 points to the Uprising. You see the ball is with Shaq. Pass to Rennie. Rennie tries to find the number 11 player.
Here is Uprising again. Oh, long ball across the field. Victory. Ball is with, now with Uprising, it is with Rennie, who shot. Oh. Richards is down. That was a ferocious shot.
Yes, the player.
Thomas. Shaq is going to put it out into touch.
Yes, so a ferocious shot. You can see the player is still on his haunches, flat on his back. I must have taken that one.
And that's the final whistle. That's the final whistle in the piece, Tony. And that's the final whistle. 4-1. 4-1 in this game number 2 of the AFL 2022 game, the Angola Football League, Men's Senior League, with Uprising getting the better of Spartans, 4-1. It was Spartans who opened the scoring very early in the piece, and Uprising coming back, rearing back, and dominating. On the score sheet, it will appear that they walked over Spartans, but really and truly, Tony, on the field of play, it wasn't so.
Yeah, certainly. It was a tight game, especially in the initial stages in the first half, where the Spartans would have drawn first blood and by way of a giveaway, given the goal back to the Uprising. And then it was a brilliantly taken goal there from Denny Derrick running in from the right side of midfield and just blasting it one into the back of the net for goal number 2. And there on some, back and forth, so to speak. In the end, they were able to get 2 more goals to carry the tally up to 4-1. But a pretty good encounter here. Commiserations to the Spartans team. They'll certainly need to go back to the drawing board. And well done to Guy Quad and the Uprising for taking all 3 points here in the second match here this evening, as we look forward to the nightcap and the feature encounter. And so until then, you can join us in about 10-15 minutes when we will have our featured match. It will be the Eagles Claw, new and incoming Eagles Claw, to take on the second place team in this year's last year's competition, the Ducks United. And certainly we're going to be in for a mouth-watering treat here this evening. Until then, we're going to take you back to Master Control until you can join us in about 15 minutes. Thanks for joining.